Welcome back. This is your host, Jack McCaig. Um, Helping a lot of people out at libertyaid.org. Debt removal, getting a trust, and not having your money taken, no income taxes, sign the trust with God, guaranteed to go to heaven. All the other stuff no one on earth does. No one. Just myself. Um, and I guarantee it, and I prove I did it first on YouTube. So let's move on to another subject. I'd like to discuss the double rainbow today and explain it to people, right? You look up double rainbow, you get pictures like this. So let's look at this for a minute. Here's two. Here's the bottom one. Here's the top one. This one's topped in red, bottom in, blue, green, like that. The other one's flipped, red to blue. Mayor Baba's flag, of course, behind me is this one. So figuring out what this means is kind of like Mayor Baba left one silent symbol, his flag, and it refers to the second rainbow. So once you can figure that out, you figured out his message. So it seems I'm the only one that's able to do that. But let's go into it. All right, I made a crude drawing here to explain the double rainbow. First of all, I was kind of wrong about I am wrong in my earlier opinion that there are two walls to the dome. There's one. So, I make mistakes at times, but this isn't a mistake. This is simple. So, when you see a double rainbow, the photo of a double rainbow, okay, you'll notice, like I looked up photos here, right? And that one's the same one. It's just blown up here. Okay. When you look at it from underneath, you'll notice that the second rainbow is forward of the second rainbow when you're underneath them. Somewhat. When you're close to them, you can see this one's well forward of the first rainbow. And this is why that occurs. I made a drawing about it here. See, here's the sun, here's the dome. The sun, it's kind of like a lot of light is going, right? This is a crude drawing, but it's kind of focused like a lens because it's going up against it, right? So that's why the rainbow is focused on one area, right? One sort of main reflection. It focuses the light, like a lens to like a car headlight, or see how it's like reflective behind it, and the light does go forward, but it reflects and is focused to a point of light forward. That's what the sun does, kind of in off the dome. And that's why the first rainbow is produced, right? So let's just go through this. Kind of obvious, but in case you haven't discovered this fact of reality, have you ever been in a shower, taken a shower with a light above you, right? Maybe dark in the room, and you never see a rainbow in the water. See, rainbows are formed in water vapor, right? But they're not formed the light has to be reflected light, you see, because you can make a rainbow form indoors if you have a reflective surface like prism, CD, crystal, mirror. You can make a rainbow indoors with reflected light only. See, so the reflected light and that aspect of it proves that we lived inside a dome. Everyone lives inside a dome. That's proven. Space is a hoax. The rainbows prove it. We all see, if you see a rainbow photo, I see a rainbow photo, we go, oh, that rainbow photo, right? That looks like rainbows we've seen. So we all share this rainbow experience. It's not like your eyes are one way, mine are another, none of that. Now, our eyes operate the same. We see the same thing, so it exists. Okay, now we're talking about the second rainbow. See, this focuses the light and brings it down, right? And then off of this, the focal point where the rainbow forms, in that three-dimensional focal point area, it is then reflected at the same angle, right? Sort of, you see it goes down to the first one, then the second one's above it, right? And just like a lensing effect, right? It crosses over when you use a camera with like you know, single lens, like you can see the other individual, like an older camera, a box camera, the individual would appear upside down in front of what you're taking a picture of. But with a double lens, right, they would appear right side up, because so you flip it in a lens and then it comes back if you double lens it. Do you see? So this is the real form of the rainbow, right? And this is the double lensing effect. First to here, that's why they have the flag of, you know, Mayor Baba's flag was created behind me in, I think, 1926, and the, you know, the gay flag, which is the bottom chakra, right? The flipped one, right? That's the opposite chakras too. See, this is the way we shouldn't live, right? The reflection proves we're inside a dome. Boop, boop. Pretty simple. And that's why a double rainbow is formed. Now, people kind of get lost in the dome concept and they don't understand, oh, what's that like, right? Well, actually, you look at an old Earth most nights. See, this is the moon is what the Earth used to be. In other words, it's made the same way. It shares those, you know, the exact same attributes of the sphere. See, this is the dirt under us, see, right here. And this is where the sun is, underneath the dome. That's the bright part, and this is where the dirt is. This, when you look up, you don't see this. This is like made up shading. You know, you're not going to find a real photo of the moon, you know. If you Google it, you'll find, you know, made up photos. But if you look up at the moon, you see part of it's dark, part of it's light. It's a light bulb. It has a sun inside. You're looking at the old Earth, and we're in a new Earth. We're inside it. We're floating around. You can see outside, you know, the firmament and see this lit up out there. And sometimes when there's a eclipse, which is, you know, there are other old Earths or whatever you want to call them, these spheres that every life is inside. Okay, once in a while, one of the old spheres gets in front of this one, and you can see multiple spheres, right? Multiple old Earths where the sun isn't lit anymore. So it's kind of obvious once you see through this, and I just thought I'd take a minute to explain our reality with proof, because few know about it. I'm not sure anybody knows this, actually, but now you do. All right. God loves you.